The story of the Panther Anti-Racist Union, or PARU, of Central York High School is one born of necessity, an essential need to create and hold safe spaces for children of color when none were accessible to them. In June 2020, it was a bold move, considering the rise of racism and hate crimes after the 2016 election and the upheaval in the wake of George Floyd's murder. But it was a gamble that paid off, allowing children of every walk of life to unpack their frustrations in an effort to help them be understood and help others understand where they were coming from. The best life lessons are taught by those who are unaware that they are teachers. This was one of the purposes of the club. The Central York School District encompasses a suburban and industrial swath of country in south-central Pennsylvania. Known for Harley-Davidson, Caterpillar, and a plethora of defense contractors, it is a deeply red zone, known for its conservative beliefs. From 2008 to 2020, it had one of the fastest developing populations of diverse people in the county because the district was on the cutting edge of diversity and inclusion training. People wanted to bring their children to the district. But PARU's purpose would make a dramatic shift from the creation of safe spaces for kids of color to the preservation of our school community and democracy itself. As Baldwin suggests, we became embroiled in a war against a small segment of society that wanted to revise American history by erasing the achievements and even the existence of people of color and members of the LGBTQIA+ community. In July 2020, a group of well-intentioned educators came together to decompress about the racial reckoning sweeping the nation in the wake of Floyd's murder. The core of our purpose as teachers is children. We were concerned about the questions students might bring back to school when the district resumed session in August. We compiled a list of resources, coloring books to picture books, Sesame Street videos, and documentaries on the works of Jane Elliott and James Baldwin. These resources were meant to help educators open a dialogue with their students. We never imagined that this list would become a lightning rod for right-wing conspiracists. Key members of the school board, urged on by a small but vocal group, accused the educators involved of being indoctrinators and subverting the district curriculum with critical race theory. The teachers who sought to answer a need for our population were also called unpatriotic, Marxists, and communists. Members of the Board of School Directors lobbied to have every item on the list banned. So, PARU went from being a safe space to air grievances to a full-blown student-led activist group. We could see no one was coming to save us. We had to save ourselves. In November 2020, in the midst of the COVID-19 epidemic, the school board voted unanimously to enact one of the largest book bans in American history. Reading about the ban in the local newspaper, members of PARU took their next steps to becoming full-blown activists.